A route that visits each city, just one corresponds to a Hamiltonian circuit. Beginning at Chicago, each such circuit is Chicago to New York, which is 713 miles. Next is from New York to Dallas. New York to Dallas is 1,374 miles. Next is Dallas to Philadelphia, which is 1,299 miles. Next is Philadelphia to Atlanta, which is 670 miles. And lastly, by adding the weights of each edge in the circuit, we see that the total number of miles traveled is 5,197 miles. Lastly, the third route, which is Chicago to Washington, D.C., which is 597. Next is Washington, D.C. to Dallas, which is 1,185 miles. Next is Dallas to New York, which is 1,374 miles. Next is New York to Atlanta, which is 748 miles. Next is Atlanta to Philadelphia, which is 670 miles. And lastly, Philadelphia back to Chicago, which is 665 miles. So now we identify the three different routes that the traveler could follow, with the first route of 5,197 miles, second route 5,154 miles, and the third route, which is 5,239 miles. So in this example, there are 6 vertices in the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So n is equals to 6, and every vertex has a degree of at least n over 2 equals 3. Over 2 is equals to 3. By Dirac's theorem, the graph is Hamiltonian. This means that the graph contains a circuit that visits each vertex once and returns to the starting vertex without visiting any vertex twice. By trial and error, this example represents a sequence of flights that visits each city and returns to the starting city without visiting any city twice.